Welcome to episode 6 of A Frame a Day, the series where I watch one film every single day and find a single frame to discuss with you guys. Today, the movie we're going to be looking at is Primer. Primer is an incredibly fun time travel movie that definitely requires you to watch a breakdown of the timelines after the movie finishes. But the frame I decided to pick from Primer was this one. Now, there's one very specific reason I chose this frame, but it's going to require spoiling the movie. So please go watch this film first. Now, if you've seen Primer or you just don't care about that spoiler warning, let's get into it. Now, the reason I chose this frame is because of a very common cinematographic decision when it comes to filmmaking. It's sort of this rule of cinematography that when a character is moving forward in a story, they will be looking from screen left to screen right. And when they are moving backwards, they would be doing the opposite. It just looks sort of wrong when a character's looking from screen right to screen left. But if you notice in this frame, both of the characters are looking from screen right to screen left. So why is that? Well, I mentioned earlier that this is a time travel movie, and what we're seeing here is both of the characters witnessing time travel for the first time. Well, kind of. Now, what both of the characters are witnessing is Abe, the blonde-haired guy in the frame, walking into the building that they're both looking at. Abe had gone back in time to the beginning of the day. So now they're both watching Abe go into the machine to time travel, to go back to the beginning of the day where they would later both be watching. So what I love about this frame is that both of the characters are staring back in time. They're moving backwards in the story. While the story and time are moving forward, the characters are witnessing an event that has already happened. It's an event that we've actually already seen in the movie. Now, like I said, this is going to require some spoilers to get into more of why I like this frame, so go ahead and leave the video now, go watch this movie. Because like I said earlier, this is the first time the characters are witnessing time travel, kind of. It should be the first time that the characters are witnessing time travel, but it's actually not. Because you see, Aaron, the character with the darker hair, is actually from the future. You can't really see it from this angle, but there's this sort of lack of shock on Aaron's face. And the reason for that is that the Aaron that we're looking at in this frame at the beginning of the movie is actually Aaron from the end of the movie, traveling back to the beginning of the movie. So while Abe is witnessing an event from the past, thus looking from screen right to screen left, he's still moving forward in his story. Meanwhile, Aaron has already seen this event happen, meaning that the Aaron we're seeing right here in this frame has already moved backwards in his story. So that's why I chose this frame from Primer. I'm going to be giving Primer a 7 out of 10, and this frame is getting a 6 out of 10.